I work out of an office, and most days it's just me. However, from time to time, I host others. And for that reason, I keep a set of 4 coffee mugs around. I drink coffee most of the day when I'm alone, and if there's a meeting happening, then almost certainly I'm going to brew a fresh pot of coffee for anyone who wants it. Anyway, last week I noticed something out of the ordinary. Despite working alone all week long, all 4 of my coffee mugs were out of the cabinet. One was next to me on the desk where I was working, 2 were dirty in the sink, and the 4th one, also dirty, was on the counter next to the sink. It's been a couple busy days, and because my days had been full, I'd fallen into a pretty common trap. I didn't need to wash my coffee mug because there was a clean one still in the cabinet, so I just left out the mess. We do this all the time, actually. When life is not busy or my attention is not divided, it would only take a few short seconds to hand wash my coffee mug, put it back where it belongs. So I often do. But during the busy week, when my attention was divided and there were other things on my agenda, it became too easy to leave the cleaning task undone, even though it would have only taken a couple of seconds. And this is how our excess possessions lead to a messy home. When we have more than we need, there is less incentive to clean up along the way. And when our attention is pulled from one thing to another, this excess often gets left out too often. A lot of the mess in our home is simply a result of having too much stuff. Just think of the different ways this plays out in our home. We leave dirty dishes in our sink because we can always grab a clean one from the cabinet behind us. We don't clean our pots or pans or spatulas or spoons because it's easy to grab a different one. We leave out the blanket in the living room because there's another one in the bedroom. Our dirty clothes pile gets larger and larger and bigger because there's always something clean to wear hanging in the closet. Our kids leave their toys out all over the house because there's always another toy in a different room that they haven't played with yet. Rubber bands and pens and paper clips clutter our junk drawer way more than we'll ever need or ever use. Books and magazines and mail pile up on our counter because there's always a different one to be reading or a new one showing up in the mail today. Phone charger cords can be seen in every room of the house because there's always another one in the room that I'm going to next. Our linen closet shelves fill up with towels and sheets because there are so many that hardly ever get used, and the list goes on. Tools and board games and yarn and shoes and sporting goods and DVDs and video game supplies and purses. Now for me, in this specific scenario, it didn't take long to wash and dry my coffee mugs, put them back where they go, eliminating the mess. But in our homes, it's a different story. The average American home contains over 300,000 items. That's a whole lot of excess and a whole lot of mess because of it. If you want a cleaner home, own less stuff. It works every single time.